The number of female athletes who have been denied opportunities, traumatized, or hurt by policies that claim to promote inclusion is growing at an alarming rate.
Biological males competing in girls and women's sports.
Transgenders in women's sports
Dominating the state's girls' track meets.
Dominating the competition.
At the Portland Interscholastic League Championships, a trans sophomore runner finished first. OSAA allows for athletes to compete as a boy or girl based on their gender identity.
Transgender athletes snagged 2 state titles at the girls' track and field finals.
It's like they're trying to erase women's sports.
I'm Reece Eckard and my daughter is Reece.
I'm Reece Eckard and I'm 17.
I'm Maddie Eisen and my daughter is Maddie.
I'm Maddie and I'm 18 years old.
I'm Rebecca Carpenter and my daughter is Sophia.
My name is Sophia Carpenter and I'm a junior. I'm 17 years old.
My parents told me that I was going to have to be jumping against a trans male.
She knew a couple days before the meet that this athlete was going to be jumping, and so we had a long talk as a family.
It was just really confusing, a lot of feelings about whether I should be jumping or whether I should sit out and take a stand. So I just prayed a lot about it with my parents, and the next morning I still hadn't decided if I was going to sit out or not. I got a text from Reece that okay, yeah, he's jumping.
It was on our radar that perhaps our girls were going to face this challenge of having to compete against a boy.
So I knew going into the competition that I would be competing against a male athlete.
And she started crying.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows my daughter, she is not a crier. And she says, I don't know why I'm crying. And I said, I do, because it's wrong.
I got to the meet and I saw my friend Maddie.
And there's police greeting us at the entrance.
And we were just talking about what we were going to do that day. And we didn't really know what this trans guy looked like. We only knew which school he was from. And he walked by right at that moment and I just burst into tears because I just had a lot of emotions.
Being a mom, having to watch your daughter cry when she's competing at something she loves is awful.
I had a piece about not jumping that day. And I didn't know if any other girls were gonna sit out with me, but I just didn't care. I just knew in my heart, and I'd been praying about it, that I shouldn't jump that day.
I knew I wanted to stand up for what I believed in, and I knew that this was the best way to do it. And so I said, I'll join you, Reece, and I pulled out of the competition.
I was gonna scratch myself, and that ended up being what I did.
We've put hours into this, we've put money and time into it. We've had hired one-on-one coaching for her.
There are potential scholarships, coaches, schools that would maybe turn me away.
Reece wants to compete in college, so she knew that that moment was big as far as could this take away an opportunity for her.
Competition isn't bar to bar. I should be shooting for the best thing I can do that day, and having a boy there jumping would not allow me to do that, and it would be unfair.
We felt like we had confirmed that we had raised some amazing girls, that they had their convictions, they were willing to stand by it.
I do feel like most of the girls I talked to who were jumping were like, I totally support what you're doing. A bunch of my teammates came up to me and congratulated me, or just were in shock of what I had to do and what I chose to do.
Afterwards, after the competition, after a few hours, I realized I was really upset I didn't get to compete. I was feeling really good that day.
When you're competing against someone that is just naturally going to be better than you because of biology, that's just defeating and deflating, and it's unfair.
I feel like I'm just very frustrated with people who aren't doing anything about it.
If we allowed this to happen now, I can only imagine when my 5-year-old is in high school what she is going to be faced with.
It's the OSAA specifically that is forcing schools to abide by their rules and allowing boys to compete in women's sports.
I think that's really cowardly that an association that's supposed to protect and uphold all athletes is allowing hundreds of girls to be affected at the expense of one boy's emotions.
Another person that's been really supportive of the girls is Riley Gaines.
We have seen failure after failure after failure, whether that's governorship in each state, whether that is the specific sport governing bodies, whether that again is the previous president, whether that is the judicial system. It has been so many failures where these young girls have to stand up for themselves in this way.
Connecting us with AFPI and helping us just move forward with what we should do next.
This is exactly why the American First Policy Institute brought this complaint to the Department of Education, asking
asking them to investigate the Department of Education in Oregon. So here, the law that was supposed to protect our girls, Title IX, is being weaponized against them.
I'm mad at our state government that completely condones this.
We need the leaders in the states to stand up and stop this in places like California and Oregon, where Sophia is.
We're demanding that you actually do something about this. We're not gonna just stand and be quiet. We're not gonna say, oh, it's okay, because it's not. It's not okay.
AFPI is reaching out, backing us up, giving us the names, the resources, everything that we need to actually make a difference in what we're seeing today and truly save women's sports.